I'm included. I was locked in myself, about to lose it. They be watching me, glocking my movement. They be plotting, don't catch me stolen.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's that boy CCInMotion, man. If I'm in motion, y'all definitely in motion too. And as y'all can see by the title and the thumbnail, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different than I do in most of the rest of my videos. And I said that last video, so I don't know why I'm saying it again like that. I'm coming to hit y'all with 10 tips before going into high school. So this is for freshman girls and boys. It's gonna be for both girls and boys, man. So no reason why you should be scrolling for videos for specifically girls or specifically boys, bro. So basically how I got it to be both boys and girls is because I actually had my girlfriend help me with some of the tips for y'all for girls. So hey, for the girls, bro, make sure y'all listen out on that. Every single one of these tips are they can go both ways. Like a girl can do them, a boy can do them. As long as you doing them, bro, you know, you straight, bro. Anyway, before we get into this video, man, please make sure to like and subscribe, bro. Help a young boy out in his journey, like he said. And vibe out, bro. We the calmest community in YouTube, bro. I'm saying, bro. But anyway, man, let's get on with this video, bro. Alright, so the first tip that I got and the first thing y'all should always be doing is get good grades. Honestly, just get good grades, bro. Because some of y'all want to go to college or some of y'all just want to graduate high school. I don't know what y'all want to do. If y'all just looking to graduate high school or just go to college, bro, you need to have them good grades, period, bro. Because it's so easy. It's not like middle school or elementary school. They're going to hold your hand and they're going to give you grace, bro. It's so easy to get held back in high school, bro. So it's better to just keep up with your grades. You know what I'm saying? Have good straight A's, B's, don't matter. As long as you passing. No F's or D's is what my household lives by. We don't live by no D's. We don't live by no F's, bro. We live by, we don't want C's either, but like C's technically average passing. So we'll go with a C, I guess. High C, B's, and A's is basically what we want. It was what we want in there. If some of y'all want colleges looking at you, y'all want scholarships for education through college, bro, y'all gonna need to have some of this, bro. Y'all gonna need to have the grades to have them. Especially you an athlete. If you an athlete, it's so like you could be good at your sport, but you could also like if you don't have the grades, you can't go to the college. I've seen throughout my time at high school, bro. I'm a junior in high school. I don't know if some of y'all knew that, but throughout my time at high school, I've seen kids that was so good at their sport, but they didn't go to college because they didn't have the right grades for it. They kept slacking off in high school. So always get good grades in high school, y'all. Alright, so the next tip I got for y'all is keep up with your hygiene, bro. Nobody wanna be smelling your funk and your stink throughout the whole hallway. No one wants to smell that, bro. No one wants to smell that. So I recommend taking a shower in the mornings, taking a shower at night, bro. Cause some people, when they're getting into high school, they still have some of those middle school habits. You know how in middle school you smell a whole bunch of people in there, all the boys or even some of the girls, you know what I'm saying? They smell like trash. They smell like sweat and everything. And like when you're getting into high school, you too grown for that now. Like you able to keep up with your hygiene. If y'all want more tips with keeping up with your hygiene, man, make sure y'all go look at my morning routine video and my night routine video. That'll get y'all straight and I'll get y'all right, bro. But basically, it's really not that bad. All you gotta do is wash your face, brush your teeth, get in the shower, put on deodorant. Like it's not that much for real. Alright, so the next thing I got on my list is try new things, man. Try new things, try new sports, get in the club that you know what I'm saying, you wanna learn and you just never did it before. Try getting the stuff that you find interesting or find curious, something about that. Try to get into new things. Try to get into other things that might satisfy you, might be time consuming, because you want stuff to do in high school. You know what I'm saying? You want stuff to do in high school. You want stuff to make time go by faster. You know what I'm saying? So what we have at our school, we had something called yearbook. Is where a whole bunch of kids go around with their cameras and stuff, taking pictures of each classroom, and that take up so much of their time, and it makes the school go by faster, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so the next thing is something that y'all might want to do in the classroom, and that is color code your notes. So now most of your classes, 9 times out of 10, you might not have to do it. In classes like, you know, like science or math or something, they're gonna be throwing a whole bunch of topics and stuff at you, bro. They're gonna be throwing a whole bunch of information at you. You're gonna have to be able to take notes and try to learn it on your own. Now sometimes the teacher might give you, you know what I'm saying, a study guide, but other than that, you always want to be prepared. So for example, right, if I wanted to learn about like newtons or neutrons, or what are they called?
Boy, if you don't get
protons, I will put the protons, I will have like a red pen and I will write the proton notes and label them protons. And then when I have to learn about neutrons, I will go ahead, write them in a blue pen. You know, neutrons, label it neutrons, and just write all the notes out. Then when the teacher tells you, oh, we're gonna have a proton, neutron, you know, test, you already know where they at, bro. You already know what the information that you don't have no excuse no more, right? All right, so the next cut. All right, so if y'all see me looking at my phone, the stuff is on my phone, so I'm just trying to read them down. So the next thing I got on my list is being prepared properly. So what me and my girlfriend have is that we both carry like a toiletry bag. So it's where we have like, you know, toothbrush, gum, deodorant, stuff like I have cologne in my toiletry bag, Vaseline, chapstick. I need chapstick right now, so don't bid on me, bro. But yeah, stuff like that will, you know, maintain your hygiene throughout the day, which is something that I should have pinned right next to keeping up with your hygiene. But when you're having those rough days, like when you're getting out of, say, gym or something, you want something to put under your arms, bro. So you need to go through that toiletry bag, put something on your arms, and you'll be fresh throughout the whole day. The one that I do recommend for y'all, if y'all going ahead and using any deodorant, go ahead and use that Dove, like either body spray, like the little spray deodorant, or just use the stick. Like whatever one suits for y'all, bro. I don't know which one is the best, but I don't think I have a favorite one. I'll just be using all Dove products because I trust Dove the most, and I don't trust nothing else but Dove. Alright, so next one is, and it's something that a lot of people struggle with, is observe before acting. So for the people that don't know what observe before acting means, is that try to look and like, I don't know, study how everyone's behavior is before you go ahead and try to be friends with them, or try to, like, you know, talk to them or date them type stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that type person to just go around being friends with anybody. Like, you want to go ahead and you want to try to see how they act before you can trust them as your friend. Because when you're friends with somebody, you like to tell them a lot of stuff, and you can't be... Hold on, I'm gonna take these glasses off. You can't be telling somebody that, you know, is weird all the time, you know? And yeah, you can't be hanging out with somebody that's really don't got your best interest in mind or something like that. Yeah, stuff like that. All right, so the next one that I have is don't be afraid to ask questions. A lot of people in my school struggle with this one. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I used to be the same way. I used to hate asking questions. I used to just be acting like I understood it. Then when it came to tests and quizzes and, you know, classwork, I always used to get like F's or something because I never really asked questions before doing stuff. So whatever question it is, bro, don't worry about what the classroom got to say about your question, because 10 times out of 10, they don't really understand the question either. Like they don't be understanding the schoolwork at all, bro. So it's always up to you to do what's right for you, is what I'm trying to say, basically. So, all right, so the next one I got is everywhere you go, your reputation precedes. Now, this is something I hold heavily, and I try to tell other people about this too. So when you're getting into high school, right, or you're trying to start at that new school, something like that, you always want to build a reputation, right? You don't want to ever build a bad reputation. You don't want to be that type of person to be like, oh, she always getting into fights with someone, she always mad, so she's gonna be the crash out. People gonna remember that for the rest of their high school lives. I don't know how much you change or none of that, bro. They're going to hold on to that for the rest of your high school career. And that's something that you're just gonna have to maneuver with that on your own. I don't really got no tips for you with that. That's just something you basically want to make a good impression. Make a good impression on how you carry yourself, how you get your grades out, how you do your homework and schedule how you do your homework and all that. Make sure you always have a good reputation so people don't have anything to say about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that even myself I struggle with at some point. I don't know how I cleared up my name. All right, the next one that we got is stay out of the way. Stay out of the way, bro. Like, don't be trying to get into all this drama. Don't be getting into fights unless you have to. Don't be doing none of that stuff, bro. It's not worth your time most of the time, bro. Sometimes it's just a distraction and to get you kicked out of school, and sometimes it's just not in your best interest sometimes. You don't always have to fight to prove a point, you know what I'm saying? If somebody's just talking about you, just let them talk, dog. Just let them talk and just let them, you know what I'm saying, yap their mouth off, because at the end of the day, bro, they probably failing. I'm going to be honest with you, not 10 times out of 10, whoever was talking about me or anybody who was ever talking about me behind my back, 9 times out of 10 is not doing good or is like failing or doing something under that category. All right, y'all, before we move on to the last and final part, bro, I gotta throw in this honorable mention, bro. Don't get into relationships in your freshman year, bro. Don't get into any relationships in your freshman year. Maybe sophomore year or something like that, bro. But don't get in relationships your freshman year. If you're going to get in a relationship, bro, don't hop around in relationships, dog. Like, if you're going to get in one, stay committed, whatever. As long as you know how to also support yourself and get your grades up by yourself while being in that relationship, go ahead. By all means, do what you need to do. But I do highly recommend don't get into relationships. Don't get into multiple relationships. Don't try to rush yourself into relationships. That's one thing that I definitely 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000%, keeping it 1,000,000 with y'all. Don't ever do that. And then last but not least, for point number 10, we got just have fun, bro. Just have fun. Maybe you might get invited to some parties. Maybe you might get invited to some kickbacks. Probably some not out to the mall, bro. Something like that. Nights out somewhere, bro. Make sure y'all just make the most out of it, bro. Y'all, this is y'all last couple years in school, bro. So y'all need to make the most out of it. Definitely try to make different connections and try to live in the moment, bro. Don't be that type of dude that be so introverted and everything, bro. And I know sometimes that be your comfort zone. I'm just saying, like, push out of your comfort zone sometimes. It's not bad to be out your comfort zone. It's not bad to, you know, let loose a little bit. It's not bad. I'm telling you, it's not bad. From my experience only, bro. It's not bad to be young. People try to grow up fast and try to, like, look at you like you was some sort of fool when you trying to be yourself. Like, yeah, just have fun and just be yourself, bro. You still a kid at the end of the day, bro. Alright, y'all. So if y'all like this video and if y'all found it helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe and let me know if I should make more videos like this, man. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man. Peace out.
Go to lunch in the Jewish community. I won't tell on the bros with immunity. Pay and beat them, that shit ain't gonna ruin me.